Morning campers, welcome to this beautiful spring morning in the woods. This is my setup. It was a little bit dark last night, so I couldn't really show you very well, so I'll just give you a little rundown this morning. One thing I'll have to say about these British Army Bashas, they're bomb proof, but they're a little on the heavy side, so if it's, you know, a lightweight backpacking you do, or you want something a little bit, you know, smaller in your bag, maybe it's not the way to go, but I think it weighs about 1 kilo. It's really quite sturdy. The grommets are sewn into this webbing type material, which gives it extra strength. It's used as a stretcher. The arm uses it as a stretcher in case of emergencies, and it runs all the way along here as well. It's like little handles built into the material. I bought mine off eBay, and I mean it can be picked up very reasonably priced. I can't remember what I paid for it now, but lots of connection points. There's a better look. The grommets are sewn into the material, which adds to its strength. And you get 4 grommets. There's plenty of connection points. There's 4 grommets, one along each side, and in the middle has this loop you can attach an extra. Well, that's just so much. I mean, like, anybody that knows anything about tops will know that you can pitch them any number of ways. You know, look at me set up. It got a little bit windy last night, and I was a little bit concerned. I had to find a decent spot because I didn't want any widow makers falling down on us through the night and turn more loss into a widow. But yeah, it's fairly clear up there. But as you can see, it's just what a beautiful time to be in the woods. I've also tried out my new backpack, which is a Karrimor SF Sabre 35 litre, and to be honest with you, I'm over the moon with it. It's just the right sort of size for overnight trips or a couple of days wild camping. It's really good. I got this new cook set, the Crusader cook set. Well, I bought everything individually off eBay, which meant I got everything a little bit cheaper. I normally use other types of like cooking systems, but the beauty with this backpack is these pockets that actually hold the cook set. That's a better look at the pockets there. And you've got like another pocket here, which, I mean, you can stick a machete or a knife down so you don't have to go into the main compartment. These flaps make it a bit more waterproof, weatherproof. Hang things off there. Yeah, fantastic backpack. And the top, you know, closes like that. So it's really, like I said, it's waterproof. And then that over the top. I mean, I would still keep stuff in a dry bag just in case. Inside you've got a compartment for like a water bladder, and there's a little hole somewhere where the pipe will come out. There it is. Little hole there where the pipe will come out for a hydration pack. Really well made, really well thought of design. Plenty of loops and things you can hang carabiners off. I love it. What can I say? You know, it's got a little compartment in there. You know, you can hang like wet outer layer on there or whatever. You've got more loops, hang more things off. Yeah, I'm over the moon with it. There's also another feature, which is part of the back support. It's a foam pad, and it's about a foot wide, maybe about 2 foot deep. And what I'm thinking is, obviously it gives you your back support, but you could actually take that out and sort of lie on that and use it as, you know, like a ground mat, because it's the same sort of foam, or similar foam to, you know, like a roll mat. So it will give you some protection from the ground as well. So it's, like I said, it's well thought out design. Just zoom out a little bit. I've got larger backpacks, and what I find is the bigger the backpack, the more you fill it up and the more you take with you camping, and it's just too much weight. I'm tending to go more minimalistic, because I find it's a challenge as well, you know, like what can you get away with, what can you find in the woods to use instead of having to bring resources with you. A word on the Crusader mug and cup. I was going to get the black one, the coated one, but a lot of the forums were saying that the Teflon coating comes off. So although I would have preferred the black, so I went for the plain colour, the uncoated version, and I'm happy with it. That's all I need, and like I says, it fits. It's just in fact these pockets are designed to fit the Crusader cup and mug set. The bottle, now there's some cheaper versions. I think it's the Webtex bottle, and it's a cheap copy and it leaks. This has the Osprey, you can see it there, 2005 Osprey. And if it has that on, it's the genuine article, and that bomb-proof these. I mean, everybody, you know, everybody that's got one will tell you, you know, that they're fantastic. You know, they're bomb-proof. They don't leak. It's got the, you know, you've got the general article, like I says, it has the Osprey. It has the NATO stock number. So yeah, the NATO stock number. Can you see it there? No, I think there is earlier versions of this that doesn't have Osprey on, but I mean, I'm not that clued up on it. It's just what I've read basically, and as long as you get the one with Osprey on. I mean, I got this off eBay, and I specifically asked, is it the genuine NATO? You know, it's got the NATO stock number on it. Has it got the Osprey written on it? Then you know you've got the genuine article in the cup. Cup's got Osprey on as well, and everything sits nicely in here, and the cup, plastic cup goes on the top like that. And you can get the stove as well. The stove sits on the bottom, but to be honest with you, I cook on an open fire. I know you get all this resin and black soot on, but this is how I prefer. It's just part of my psychology, I suppose, of just going more minimalistic. Quick word on this. I wanted to make my own lid. I mean, you can buy them already made. They're quite expensive, but they are well made and they are worth getting. But I get a lot of pleasure from making my own things. And what I did, I went to, I think it's Poundland or Pound World. It's one of the pound shops here in the UK, and it was I bought a mess tin for £1.29. And the thing is, it's aluminium, but the metal's so soft and malleable, you can just basically bend. Well, basically what I did, I cut the base of the mess tin out, put it on top of the cup, traced around it, and then allowed for 5mm overlap, which obviously was to bend over to make like a bit of a lip. But like I says, the metal is so soft and malleable, I just basically bent it over with pliers. I've slept in just a bivy bag a few times, but what I've found, if it rains, you're confined to your bag, and it can be very, very miserable. If you go camping and it rains for 12 hours, you're confined. You're either going to get wet or you're confined to your bivy for the duration. So at least with the tarp, you've got somewhere to sit, you know, keep dry. What I like about these, they're quite long. You can store your gear at the bottom, and I mean, you'd have to be about 8 foot to fill this. And it's Gore-Tex. I can't remember what I paid for. I think I paid about 20 quid for it. Honestly, it's excellent. Drawstring there, so if the weather really closes in, yeah, you're protected. Yeah, this is my sleeping bag. It's a Vango Venom 300 down filled sleeping bag, and it packs away really small. The only thing is, you've got to be, if you're sleeping in a bivvy under a top or one of these with it being down, if it gets wet, it's not going to keep you warm. It's going to be cold. So you know, it's something to bear in mind. You go for a down, or do you go for synthetic? Synthetic, if it gets wet, you'll stay a lot warmer than what you will with a down sleeping bag. But you know, it was the warmest one. I don't like the colour. It's a horrible colour, too bright for me. I wanted the green, but the green had less down in it, and it didn't go. It's the cold rating on it didn't go down as far as this. It's quite a compact sleeping bag, and I don't know if you can see that. That's the rating. Comfort 4, transition 0, risk -12. Recommended temperature rating 25 down to 0 degrees centigrade. So it's okay for use in the UK. So you know, like a 3-season bag, you could get away with it. 2-season definitely, but it's not an Arctic bag. Well, this is my first video for YouTube, so any comments, be gentle with us. You know, any take 3. Well, this is my first video for YouTube, so be gentle with us. Any comments, any criticisms, you know, as long as they're constructive, I don't mind. Never mind. Till next time. Well, this is my first video for YouTube, so any comments, you know, be gentle with us. You know, any criticisms, as long as they're constructive, I don't mind. Any trolls out there, you know, you can comment too, but take 5, take 6. This is my first video for YouTube. Well, that's it. Well, this is my first video upload to YouTube, so you know, any comments, any criticisms, be gentle. I mean, I don't mind criticism so long as they're constructive. That's about it really. I'll see you next time.